Welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing out of Morganton, North Carolina. This beer was their original IPA, their original flagship IPA. Not that I guess I really shouldn't say flagship because they don't make it all the time, but I think this was their original IPA that everyone looked forward to. That they've been making since they opened, I believe. This beer is called Hop Beard, and you can see there's a beard made out of hops right there on the logo. This is 6.9 ABV, and obviously, you know, it's an IPA, Hop Beard. And one thing I noticed too, I think they got new labels, and I don't mean the design, but like what the label is made out of is different. Because I noticed when, like, picking one of these up, a different one, that they have this weird kind of like plasticky smell. And it kind of reminds me of the original labels that Dancing Gnome had that people complained about because they smelled so much that you would smell it when you're drinking the beer. Now, that's really only an issue if you're drinking it out of the can. If you're pouring it into a glass, it's not really a problem, but it is kind of a weird thing. Anyways, crack this open and see what we got. Imagine that, an IPA that you can kind of see through. It's hard to see. Oh well. So, I mean, it's not translucent, but I definitely wouldn't call it hazy. It's just there's some light getting through there. It's slightly cloudy, with a really minimal white head. The whatever was there faded away pretty quickly. It smells really nice. I don't remember what hops are in this, unfortunately. I'll look it up after the video, but it's definitely more of an old school dank aroma. It's definitely like, it's West Coast dank, but it does have a little bit of like a bright orangey citrus to it as well. That's really nice. Yeah, that is really good. I keep referencing this double IPA that they did a couple months ago in a few of my videos because it was really good and it was kind of more along the West Coast style. And I can't remember again what it was called. But the reason I'm talking about that is this reminds me of like a smaller version of that. And they actually have a beer called Double Hop Beard, and they haven't canned it, but I had it on tap at some point. And I thought it was flavorful, but it was like really cloying, like kind of syrupy, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, and like really boozy. But that beer that I'm talking about seems more of like a true scaled up version of this. This is very, very clean. I will say the mouthfeel in this is pretty hefty, for only being like 6.9. It's not syrupy and it's not like alcohol burny, but it does have a pretty hefty mouthfeel for being under 7%. But it is super, super clean. And this is... I think this was canned on the 23rd of August, so today's the 24th of September, so it's like exactly a month old. Which, you know, if it was a haze boy, I wouldn't worry about it as much. Sometimes those are better with a couple weeks. You know, but with these, I'm not intentionally aging them. I just get backed up sometimes on beers I need to drink. But I know, a month, it should be able to hold up for a month. If it can't hold up for a month, then there's definitely something wrong. Yeah, this tastes like it was canned yesterday. It's super fresh. That is so good. This is like a super refreshing thing to have in the midst of all the haze. This has an absolutely perfect balance of bitterness too. It's a good blend of like resinous dank character and orangey citrus. It honestly kind of reminds me a lot of Headhunter, but a little bit more on the dank side, not as bright of a citrus note. But the bitterness is there, and it's like, I think that's what I love about Headhunter is the bitterness is like just under that level where it would like really wear on me, where I wouldn't want to drink more than like 1 or 2 pints of it. This is like just at that level where you definitely, it's not just that you get it, like it is a driving factor of the beer, but it is just under that threshold where you can still just keep drinking it because it's so flavorful and it's so balanced. There's just enough sweetness in this and malt character to balance out that bitterness, but beyond that, it's not sweet at all. It even has a little bit. I wonder if there's Centennial in this. I'm kind of really getting that, like, floral, flowery character as well. I really wonder if there's Centennial in this. I'm going to have to look it up. It might be, because I know this is definitely, crafted to be more of an old school recipe, so that would make perfect sense. But yeah, I don't want to say I'm surprised because everything they make is pretty good for the most part. But on the hoppy realm, some of their stuff, some of it's great, some of it's good. I haven't had any that was bad, but this is definitely on the great side in my opinion. Really, really good. So I'm definitely satisfied with this. This is and I think this was only like, I don't even know, honestly. I don't even know if it was 16. It might have been 14. Some of their stuff is pretty cheap. But even at 16, like, it's absolutely worth it. $4 a can. I will certainly buy this again. And I know since this is kind of their flagship, I'm hoping and assuming that they'll be canning this again. They just came out with like 4 new cans in the last couple of weeks. I haven't gotten any of them, but I'm going up there next week, so I'm going to grab some. They canned their Oktoberfest, which is like my favorite Oktoberfest of all time, so I'm definitely grabbing some of those. I did some other interesting things as well, so yeah, like I said, this is absolutely a buy for me. That's all I got on this one, so please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.